Hello, everyone. Welcome to our introduction video for Stay Calendar. As you can see on the screen, Stay Calendar is arranged in a way that all the room types in your property are displayed on the left-hand side, while a calendar-like view is presented at the top. This combination provides a comprehensive view of room availability, bookings, inventory, and pricing, and more. At the top, there is an option to select the range you want to be visible on the Stay Calendar. On the right-hand side, you'll notice the Add Booking and Unallocated buttons. The color codes used in the Stay Calendar indicate different statuses such as booked, checked in, blocked, checked out, fully paid, partially paid, and not paid. We'll explain these throughout the video. Let's proceed to make a booking using the Add Booking button at the top. Upon clicking it, you'll see a dashboard for making quick reservations, especially useful for walk-in bookings. Next, select a date range for check-in and check-out. You have two options here with reservation type. You can either make a reservation for an inquiry booking or a confirmed booking. Next, let's choose the booking source as phone call for now. Lastly, there's a refresh button to update all these details and a search button for easy navigation. If the booking is a corporate one, you can add the company details and billing address here. Now, select the room type. Let's choose suite and the meal plan as well as the number of guests. You can allocate the guests to whichever room you prefer directly from this interface. Let's assign them to room A2. If you wish to change the room rate, you can do so from here. Below that, we have the Add Guest Detail option. In this section, you can fill in all the personal details of the guest, or use the Smart Upload button here. We click on the Smart Upload button. We can use Aadhaar, PAN card, driving license, or passport. Let's select Aadhaar and continue with the demo. Once uploaded, we have the option to view or delete it before submitting. The AI document analyzer will scan the ID card and autofill the details. We can now proceed with the next step. Below that, there is an option to enter comments and then to upload guest photos. Let's upload a demo photo. We can view or delete the photo as well. If needed, we can upload the ID again, but since it is already uploaded, let's move on to next. Now, let's save it. Here's a column for adding payment. Let's add an advance payment. For example, we add 2,000 rupees. We can choose the preferred payment method. Now we have this customer details column where we can add the details of the guest. Let's input a name, say John, and any last name. You can provide a mobile number. Let's input a random mobile number. Next, an email, say testemail.com. You can also provide your country, state, and so on. These are not mandatory to reserve the booking, though. If you want your offline booking confirmation to be sent to the guest's email, you can just click onto this button and proceed to reserve. Oh, the mobile number is not valid. My apologies for the confusion. Now you can proceed to reserve. That's how it's done. Now let's go back to the calendar and see how your booking appears. As per your Aadhaar card, the booking is registered under your name. According to the color code we've set, the booked slots will be shown in blue. And this black rupee symbol indicates a partially paid option because we haven't fully paid yet. And you can see a small phone call button here because the offline booking was done via a phone call. All right, that sums it up. Now, when we click on this dashboard, it presents us with an option to view all the booking details. This includes the booking ID, date of booking, number of rooms, packs per room, email, phone number, and check-in status. It also displays the total amount paid, due amount, and even provides a button to request payment from the customer. Everything is here: check-in date, checkout date, and room number. Now let's delve into the features. Suppose you want to add a payment afterwards. You can simply add a payment using Add Payment. Let's input balance. For instance, if your due is 742, you can enter it there. You can also modify the transaction date if desired. Let's proceed by clicking on Add Payment. Okay, so that's how you do a payment afterward. Then you have the option to generate a payment link. If there's any due, you can just enter the amount there, add any notes here, and then generate the link and share the link to the customer. Next, when your customer might request additional services, such as food and beverages or other miscellaneous services, this add charge option is for that. Let's select the quantity as 10, then here 50. This will result in a due of 500, which will appear here. Now, with this due we just created, let's generate a payment link for 500 using the Generate Payment link to show how it works. When you open this link, you will be directed to a payment page that the customer can use to send their payments. Next, let's navigate to the charges list. For room type A2, you will find a list of all the charges, including a 500 room charge. You can always edit these charges from this page. The next option, Payments List, provides you a summary of all the charges and payments here. The folio can be viewed as well. Next, let's create an invoice. We'll just assign the date. If you want to include any additional options, you can enable them from here and proceed to create the invoice. The invoice will include the customer's name, details of charges, balance, and the amount paid. So that's how we create an invoice. Please note, an email has already been sent. If you wish to send a WhatsApp message, simply submit it here and the message will be dispatched. To add any notes, type and save them here and they will be stored. If you need to review these notes later, they will always be available. Now, when your guest arrives, you can conduct the check-in from here. You have the option to select the date and time. Let's choose 10:30 a.m. for the check-in. Once you've completed the check-in process, you'll notice that the guest has been checked in. A change in the color of the card from blue to green indicates a successful check-in. Next, we also have the option to remove room allocation using the Remove Allocation button. If a mistake was made during check-in, you can correct this by using the Reset Check-in button. In addition, there's a Reallocate an option if you need to change the room. For instance, you can change the room number from A2 to A3. Let's go ahead and submit this change. As you can see, the room was previously A2. Let's give it a moment to refresh. The room has now been changed to A3. Now, if you want to add any extra guest details or update the existing one, you can do it from here. Next, if you need to edit the reservation, you can do it from here. This will open a new tab where you can edit the customer name, email, mobile number, comments, and special requests. If you want to modify your booking, for example, if your customer wants to change the room or change the meal plan, you can do so from here. Let's change the room to a standard non-AC lake view. The difference will be automatically calculated. Now you see that the room which was here before has changed to standard non-AC. All right, so your booking is there. Now let's say your customer want to change the bookings date like check-in one day before. Then this option, Change Booking Days, is for that. Let's choose a check-in date one day early and click Modify, and you will see the early booking here. You will see the extra charge getting added automatically. And when we go back to the previous screen, you can see the booking getting extended to 4th October. Now let's go and check the next feature we have here. If you want to shift a whole booking to some other date, you can do it by Shift Booking option. Let's change the booking from 4th to 7th. The checkout will be locked. You can choose any check-in date for which you have inventory for. It will auto-apply your 3 nights here. Let's go and check here. Yes, it's moved to 7th. Let's check the next feature, Add Room. You can add another room for any of the dates between your check-in and checkout. Just click the Add Room button. Once you do, it will be visible here in the stay calendar. Lastly, there's the Extend Checkout feature. Let's select the Extend Stay option. At present, the checkout is set for 10. If you wish to extend it to 11, simply select 11 and confirm the extension. You will then see the additional amount that will be added to your total. So this here is the extended booking you are seeing. These are all the features we have with Stay Calendar. Now lastly, you can always block a room by right-clicking on it. Your room will successfully be blocked, as indicated by a color change. If you wish to block multiple rooms, you can do so by pressing and dragging the cursor over the rooms you wish to block. If you wish to unblock a room, right-click, choose the date you want to unblock. Let's unblock from 10 to 12 in between the blockage and click Unblock. To see how your booking block will appear once you check out, let's go and do checkout. Remember, we first need to check in. Since we changed the room type, the check-in will also reset. Now let's go ahead and check out. Remember, you can always select the time and date there. As you can see, your booking color has changed to gray as mentioned earlier. So these are all the features we have in the Stay Calendar. Thanks for watching.